Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Absolutely. Always ready to dive deep.
Awesome. So today we're going to be tackling artificial intelligence.
Oh, cool.
Specifically, like its history, from the very beginning
Okay.
all the way to like where we are now. And
Yeah.
we're using this super interesting podcast called the AI Campa Show as
Oh, okay. Yeah.
sort of our guide for this journey.
Cool, cool.
So get this, you ready for this? The whole AI thing,
Yeah.
it started way back in the 1950s. Can you believe that?
Wow. That is a while back. Yeah, it all started with this question.
Sure.
This really kind of simple question, but it's like so deep when you think about it.
Yeah.
Can machines think? Like that's it.
Oh.
That's what started everything. This guy, Alan Turing,
Okay.
back in 1950, that's the question that like launched the whole field of AI.
Oh, hold on. So this one dude, Turing, just asked, can machines think?
Pretty much.
And that's what got AI going. That's
Yeah.
wild.
It's kind of mind-blowing,
I
right?
mean, totally. So, like, how did we go from this one question
Mhm.
to, like, self-driving cars and robots and all that?
So Turing didn't stop at just asking the question. He came up with a way to like test it, you know? Yeah, it's called the Turing test, obviously.
Makes sense.
And it's basically to figure out if a machine can like act so smart
Okay.
that you can't tell it apart from a real person.
Interesting. So Turing's question got things started.
Yeah,
And his test, like, gave people a way to see if they were actually making progress.
exactly. It was like the first benchmark for AI.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay, so we have Turing and his big question and the Turing test. But when did we move from, like, thinking about thinking machines to,
To actually building them.
yeah, exactly. Like, when did things really start to take off?
That takes us to 1956
Okay.
and the Dartmouth conference. Now, this is like the big bang for AI.
Oh, wow.
This is where it all officially began.
Okay, so what happened at Dartmouth?
Well, all of the biggest names in the field got together. John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Claude Shannon.
Okay, big brains, huh?
Huge brains. And they got together to like seriously talk about creating machines that could think like humans.
Wow. So Dartmouth was like the official birth of AI. Cool. But
Yeah.
AI hasn't always been like smooth sailing, right?
Oh, absolutely not. It's been a real roller coaster ride, actually.
Oh, yeah. What about those AI winters everyone talks about?
Right. It hasn't been like a straight line of progress.
Mm-hmm.
There have been these periods of like crazy excitement where everyone's like, AI is going to change the world.
Yeah.
And then boom, things don't live up to the hype. And it's like disappointment city.
And that's an AI winter.
That's an AI winter. Funding dries up. Research slows down.
Good bird.
Yeah, it gets cold out there.
Makes sense. So even with these winters, people kept working, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Some people never gave up, even when it was like the middle of an AI winter.
They kept the dream alive. So cool.
I know, right? It's like a testament to human persistence.
Yeah. But it's clear it paid off because, well, look where we are now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Speaking of which, there's this one moment in AI history that I always think about.
Okay, what's that?
Deep Blue, IBM's chess-playing computer,
Oh, yeah. Deep Blue. What about it?
beating Garry Kasparov, the world champion back in the 90s. That was huge.
Oh, absolutely. It was like this global event. I mean, a machine outthinking a human at chess. That was a big deal.
I remember watching it on TV. It was incredible.
Yeah.
But thinking about it now, was Deep Blue really thinking the way we do?
That's a great question.
Right. Like, was it actually intelligent, or was it just super good at calculating?
Yeah. You're getting at something really important.
Okay, tell me more.
Deep Blue, it wasn't thinking like us. Not really. It was more like brute force,
Brute force.
Yeah, like it could analyze millions of possible chess moves in a second. And basically, it just outcalculated Kasparov. It wasn't about understanding strategy or like the psychology of the game the way a human would.
Fascinating. So super powerful calculation, but not really intelligence in the way we think of it.
Right.
But then how did we get from Deep Blue to the AI we have today?
That's where things get really interesting. This is where deep learning comes in.
Deep learning. Okay, tell me everything.
All right, so deep learning is, Well, imagine trying to get a computer to learn kind of like a human brain.
Okay.
It's all about these things called neural networks.
Neural networks, like in our brains.
Exactly. They're like these complex systems modeled after the way our brains work.
Okay, I'm following. So how does that make AI smarter?
So instead of programming a computer with like specific rules for every situation, we give it tons and tons of data and let it figure out the patterns on its own.
So it's like teaching a computer to learn by itself.
Exactly. It's like showing a kid a million pictures of cats and dogs. And eventually they just kind of get it, you know? They can tell the difference without you explaining all the like specific details.
That's amazing. So deep learning is like the key to all the crazy AI stuff we see now.
Pretty much. Image recognition, language translation, even those chatbots that seem like eerily human sometimes.
It's crazy how far AI has come.
Yeah, it's moving fast, that's for sure.
But what about AGI, artificial general intelligence? Is that the next big thing?
Yeah, that's the holy grail for a lot of AI researchers.
Okay, so what is it?
Well, the AI we have now, it's really good at specific tasks, like playing chess or recognizing faces. But AGI, that's about creating machines with like human-level intelligence, like across the board.
Wow, so like a machine that can do anything a human can do.
Yeah, and maybe even better.
Whoa, that's kind of freaky, but also really cool.
It is. Think about it. Machines that can learn anything, solve any problem, maybe even understand emotions.
So we've gone from can machines think to what happens when they can think better than us.
Exactly. It's mind-blowing, isn't it?
Totally. I mean, it makes you think, like, what's the future going to look like with these super intelligent machines around?
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? What does it mean for us, for humanity, to be sharing our world with machines that might be smarter than us?
That's something to think about, that's for sure.
It is. It's a question we all need to be asking ourselves.
Well, everyone, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the history of AI. It's been quite a journey, right?
So, absolutely.
And, you know, from Turing's first question to the possibility of AGI, one thing's for sure, the future of AI is going to be one wild ride.
One wild ride indeed.
So keep those brains buzzing and join us next time for another deep dive into the world of tech and innovation. See you then.
Bye, everyone.